Good evening, everybody. This is your Fleet Commander, Stephen Perlman. Tonight I am joined with Lieutenant Russell Camp, USS Battleborn, David Story, USS Wessex, Kimberly Donahue, USS Yorktown. I know I can never get your last name right. It's okay.
Okay.
Jeff Higdon, USS Blackhawk, and Commander Whitehorse, USS Commonwealth. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
How's everybody
Good
doing?
evening.
Howdy, howdy.
All right.
Everybody having a good night?
How'd you?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, knowing you, we're always having a good night.
Right.
Liar.
Kimberly and I are having fun up in our attic. So wait, that sounded really, really bad, didn't it?
Let me get.
It's all right. At my age, anything's good.
It's okay.
Give me a second, David. I posted a link in the one chat. I'll send it to you directly.
What's wrong?
There was another guest. It was David Worthy.
Oh,
He didn't get the message back, I guess. Give me a moment.
Well, you're doing that. I'd like to show this. David Roberts of the Aries passed away last Friday, and I went to his funeral today. He was the chief engineer.
Let me see if I get what I was hoping for.
Bless his little heart.
Fried chicken?
what?
That's awkward.
Don't talk about food.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss, Kimberly.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. I've known him since he was just out of high school, and he was real sweet, and he was 47 and had been sick, and it's sad for their crew.
Yeah.
Too. He's a long-time member, and our RC, Jason, gave him a posthumous promotion to captain. He was waiting to get one of the class, but he couldn't.
Yeah, Jason contacted me on that, and we made it happen.
Very cool. Very cool.
He was also awarded the Command Star for his years of dedicated service to the fleet, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Let's see.
So,
and he was buried. He'll be buried tomorrow in his uniform. He had just gotten it and didn't get a chance to wear it. So his dad had it put on him. He's got his comm badge and everything.
So, Jeff or Russell, do y'all want to talk about what's going to be the change for this?
I'll start off there. So the AMA scheduling, because people have been asking about it, I will be posting on members only as well after this stream ends. But the US AMA will now go forward being the last Tuesday of the month. So the next one will be June 30th, followed by July 28th. The international AMA, we haven't set the date for June yet, but it will be on Saturday, not Sunday. We're going to move it to Saturdays to be a little bit more effective with our timeframes. Additionally, After Dark itself is going to be moving as well as the AMAs, is going to be moving under the wing of Jeff's department with communications. So
Jeff's face.
I thought we'd just add some more to his plate,
I would say he doesn't have anything to do.
So this is usually what happens before they get rid of the executive producer. They move it into another department. And all these rules start to come in, and then the guy that started is like, poof, gone. It's coming.
Nah, I don't think so.
I nominate Kim. She can come on and do a daily show.
I don't mind. Not like I have anything else to do.
Yeah, I hear that.
Well, I do, but
So we've got one person watching on YouTube. I wonder who that is.
My guess
would be my stalker.
Yeah.
Ooh. haven't
he's
made
been
it in
on
the
it
world.
the entire time.
You haven't made it in the world until you've gotten a stalker, right?
Exactly.
That is true. That is true.
See you later, Justin. Have a good night.
Damn, Justin's already leaving?
Yeah, he's got stuff to do.
Well, and I was thinking about making you a Commodore for something. I don't know.
Oh, ouch.
So good evening to everybody. I see now that we have the Starfleet Inspector General in here. So everybody, don't say nothing. We can't be busted.
Yeah, it's all, oops,
Jason.
all his fault. No.
Let's see.
I feel so mature.
Excuse me.
So bad. So I was reading just before we went live. Apparently, San Diego Comic-Con is going to be virtual. They're going to have a major virtual component. So it looks like everyone's jumping on that bandwagon now.
I might actually be able to attend.
Yeah, they're even doing a masquerade game.
Oh.
Yeah, if you live in San Diego, the one thing that you if you live here, never go down to the Comic-Con area during Comic-Con because it's crazy. I mean, you've got hundreds of thousands of people in that area that are just wackadoodle, and it's it's fun to watch people, but being down in that area just too much.
Oh, the hell!
I saw they moved the Las Vegas one to December.
Yeah, they moved that Vegas to December now.
I'm working on time for that for my birthday, Christmas.
See, I would like to go to Vegas for Christmas, but the problem is it's so close to my hometown. For me, I'd end up just keep on going up 395 and go home.
Well, if anybody wants to travel, you all come to Kentucky, and steak is on me.
All right, I'm gonna
I'll
switch out here with David.
I'll take you up on the offer, maybe.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, David.
Hello.
Hello, David.
Hello. Just thought
I'll go by Dave. You can go by David.
Works for me. That's the fight I've been having all of my life with multiple Davids in my family. So we all had to agree on what we were going to be called, and I got David, both syllables. My uncle got one syllable, and another uncle got one letter. So works for me.
Michael, I am in a little town of West Kentucky. Well, it's not little. It's about 50,000. I am in West Kentucky in a town called Paducah, Kentucky. I'm 5 minutes across the river from Metropolis, Illinois, home of Superman. Let me tell you, growing up in that town, and you see all these nerds, and I thought I was nerds. But you see all these guys come in blue tights, and they're running around trying to fly during this summer festival and crap. My kids are like, Dad, I want to go experience that. I'd rather experience being locked in a prison cell with rats eating off me. I mean, no.
Ooh.
I can't do that. 19 of those years I've been to that. No. Can't do that crap no more.
If the person can wear the tights right, that's one thing. If they can't wear the tights,
let me tell you, there was like a 500-pound man trying to squeeze himself into an Adam West Batman costume.
Wow.
Everything was showing.
Not that we're fat shaming or anything, but
my daughter's like, is that really Batman? I said, yeah, Batman had a long weekend, honey.
You can see Batman's business.
Oh, you can see Batman's business and a few other things.
Put away your bat ring.
Oh, no.
Oh, Batman discovered cake. Yes, Russell.
I miss cake.
The cake is a lie. I don't get cake either.
Well,
I live up Little Debbie. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I would say I live up in Julian, where we're famous for our apple pies. So folks are always talking about eating apple pie, and after a while, there's so much apple pie that you can eat. So
Apple pie.
Pie.
and so you're saying, Kimberly,
Forgot.
Little Debbie's?
Where's the little Swiss rolls? They used to call them Swiss cake rolls. They changed the name. The little chocolate cakes. I miss those. I can't have cake anymore. Anything with flour.
I mean,
Wheat.
Oh.
No pizza.
Oh, I can't do that. Pizza's my favorite thing. When
I
when
love
Pizza with
pizza.
dinner tonight.
when I'm stressed out, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, like since I become SFI, I stay stressed out. Like,
No.
oh yeah. So like, was every day for the last 2 weeks. So I'm a FedEx driver, okay, and most of the time I'm in a semi, but usually when I'm not, I'm in what we call a P2000s, big long delivery truck. So I've got people calling me on this phone, cussing at me because something's wrong with the academy. I got phone calls on this end coming in the other line, like, why is this not going on? Or what's going on with your staff? And why isn't this being done? Or why isn't this being done? I'm thinking, just in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, look, a bridge. I wonder if I could just take the wheel and turn this way.
And some just send you pictures.
Oh, and I get pictures.
I
Steve,
saw
a
that
request came up
shirt.
for the com badge designs.
Sir?
A request came up for the com badge designs. I'm interested in seeing those myself.
Well, so what we're going to do is we are going to take them to the EC, because we've got like one guy submitted 19.
Wow.
So we're going to try to narrow those down to 4 or 5. The EC is going to vote on the 4 or 5 we're going to take to the membership. That's the goal, I should say. And somebody just sent me a message asking about the charity. The hell happened? Hang on.
The COVID badge.
Yeah. So all proceeds are going to be donated. So once we're all said and done, we're probably going to be donating about $5,600 to a charity. And
That's awesome.
yeah. So I mean, it just shows that we're a nerd group out there is.
Okay, are any of those still available, and who do we talk to get them?
So you need to go through Linda Olson. She is
very sweet.
Yes, very sweet woman. Fiery attitude though, like most women in my life. We've ordered. We went through 150, and we sold out of those quickly. We're just putting another order in for another 100. So just send her a message, let her know. Like one guy, I think she said Derek France wanted 15. Wow. So yeah, so get your orders in and or get them to Linda. You can email Linda right here, dragonlady@wildblue.net, or you can send it to cfo@sfi.org.
Is it good, Jason?
Mary,
it's delicious.
If you are if you're watching, and you should be, because I see you posting, you have an email from the IC 2020 liaison. You should check your email. And if you don't have it, then it's a user error, and I can't help you with that. But I still love you, so it's okay. Sorry, guys. I've been trying to go through. So I've had a busy week. We are. I don't even know where to start. I actually need a drink, but I don't have the alcohol.
It is after dark. I mean,
yeah. Well, my 9-year-old won't let me drink, so she's been making me glasses of tea in my.
Well, that's interesting. Whatever the thing is, it disappeared.
If the cup fits.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I've had a lot of people want to know when we're doing transitioning the manuals to other languages. So we had an audio discussion team in place. They had some issues, and it's been kind of quiet. I appointed my aide-de-camp, Lieutenant Colonel DeAngelis, as project manager on that. So now we've got a group of guys that's ready to translate to French and to translate to Spanish. So it's going to help our international members when they're taking their OTS stuff. So hopefully that's going to be going soon. And we're also going to be hopefully offering primary manuals by audio.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do we need voice recorders for the audio manual?
Hopefully what we're going to be doing is that you'll just download the audio file and you can play it on your computer.
But
It's an
you need
MP3
people to
Are you
record.
talking
Oh,
text
yeah.
to speech, or are you talking sound files?
That's going to be a question for them because it's I've got 4 notebooks on my desk of problems I'm trying to work through right now. So it's somewhere on my desk. To be honest with you, I've got a lot of stuff that I should not be handling right now that I'm kind of having to step in and handle, which really is upsetting. Russell, if you can hear me, put Antonio's SFI Vanity email in. It should be A-D- what are you laughing at, you goober? I can see you. Anyways, put Antonio's thing in there, would you please? So Antonio,
Hey, laughing's okay as long as you don't point.
Yeah, he's going to be the project manager or project supervisor for that. Guys, no, I did not go through HR. This is a temporary assignment, a temporary appointment, because I'm not going to sit there and wait and then get applications and do this and push it out another 30 days, and yada, 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 yada. We need to get these stuff done so we can start getting, show our international membership that we care about them. We're trying to get this stuff doing your work for you. Yeah. So that was a problem with a lot of CSs before me, is they took so much on, they didn't know when to delegate. That's why I have Russell, my little bald-headed friend in a purple shirt down the bottom screen.
Where?
Well,
Hang on. I'll
I
show
mean,
you.
normally there is a bit of glare, like now.
There he
Oh,
is.
there.
It's blue.
Yeah.
There.
Blue.
No, it's purple
it's
and
purple.
glare.
So, yeah.
They-
What were... Hang on. I just got an email come in. We got
Scott,
Complete sentences, Steve. Complete sentences.
somebody
Yeah,
just let
probably an advertisement for male enhancement.
Let me tell you, if I find out who is setting the CS email up for spam, I'm going to hang you guys from the yard arm. Okay.
My
Not
recommendation
me.
is we play
I-
Hooper.
not me.
I checked my SFI email at 4:45 this morning. I cleaned it out. And at 10 o'clock tonight, I got over 400 spam emails for mail enhancement and
I would say look at Hooper.
liability and
I would say look at Hooper.
Yeah,
hair
Hooper.
club for men. I swear to God, man.
I blame Hooper.
I mean, we
No.
all blame Hooper, whether he's responsible or not.
Right.
Right.
No, Hooper's a lot of things, but he's not that big of an ass.
Are you so sure?
Positive, because I trust that man with my kids. I trust with my life. Believe me. Yeah, I'm positive.
That doesn't mean he wouldn't set you up for shenanigans.
What is it?
Lester says poor Hooper.
Yes, that Brand said it right.
That's
And-
true. What
Is
Greg
that
said.
Greg
Yeah,
Mortensen.
I get it.
You know what? We ought to bring Greg on so he can give us an update of the member services site that I hope he's working on.
Well, I'll step off for Greg to get on a hot seat.
There you go.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
love watching
bring Greg
somebody
on.
else squirm.
Yeah, Greg.
I got a spam email from Randolph Allen, and it says awards, and I click on it. It doesn't take me to awards.
oh,
No.
don't click on it.
Stephanie Flowers said, "Can we blame Gumby?"
You know what? Can we blame Gumby? Tiffany?
We can blame Gumby. Would it be true or not? It's a different question.
Yeah.
Russell says no.
No to
Can't
what?
blame Gumby. No blaming Gumby, I assume.
Either that or we're not going to get manuals in British, Scottish,
Well,
Gaelic, Irish,
Here's
Gaelic,
the main,
Welsh.
here's the main thing, guys, because I know by morning some of you guys. Oh, Captain Justin Fitzik, you just sent me an email asking me who my member services person is. It is Admiral Brand Stimson. So send him a message. I sent you an email back saying you should know this. You're always on here. He's been on here. Read, and my exact thing is, please go back and read my past views. Huh?
I said, I get more than that, Brand. He says, I got emails from 3 different emails today. I'm assuming the spam variety.
Always get spam. I
Yeah.
hate spam.
So it is my honor to announce that Corey Grant has received the majority nominations, and he will retain his regional coordinator effective July 1st of 2020 until June 30th of 2022. So congratulations, Corey.
Yay.
Yay!
What region?
15.
15.
Okay, I don't know that. I'm not on the Admiralty board anymore, so.
Yeah, we reshuffled around when you left the board.
Yeah.
Steve, I have a kind of an update announcement thing.
By all means, go ahead.
We had talked a couple of after darks ago or about doing a Starfleet tartan, and
It's not food that you eat. Because somebody's going to think it's food. It's not food.
no, the clothing, the Scottish design thing.
The one they
Brains-
call us
anyways.
nerds. No, I mean,
Yes.
Don't call
And
us
so
nerds.
we are
Scott.
still in the process, but we've narrowed today. We narrowed down to 3 possible sets of colors, and now we're moving into the process of actually doing the design. Hopefully, with the that being done either in the next week or the week after, and then we'll get those designs up to you to do with either presenting to the Admiralty board or however you'd like for them to be adopted. So,
Well, I'm sure we could just have, because if it's the day-to-day thing, we can get the EC to do it.
yeah. So, and we've got for a kilt, we've got a lot of folks around different regions involved, and so far it's working pretty good.
And my goal is, once we get this done, we'll get this made up. My goal is to wear it to the 2021 IC, my dress uniform.
Have we thought about where we're going to get the cloth produced for this?
Right.
Well, that's the next step. You know, how you eat an elephant is one bite at a time. So, so right now we're just focused in on getting the design, which, as you can probably imagine, there are, to borrow a phrase, infinite combinations and infinite designs that can be done. And so we finally narrowed down to 3 colors, and now we're working on the designs. I do know that there are tartan creators actually around the United States.
Yeah, there's a couple in Chicago. There's some in Los Angeles. I know there's a few in New York. I mean, we can find this.
Atlanta.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah. And the cool thing is that when you finally get the tartan design, you can utilize it in different ways. You could do a full kilt, or you could do like a black kilt with a swatch of the tartan on it, or you could do one of the folds is the tartan. So, producing these things is going to be a bit expensive in some parts, but hopefully we can get those done in a way that folks can utilize it in different ways. So,
and again, folks, this is not a requirement. Please do not think I am telling you and tell the SFI is telling you to go out and buy a kilt. It's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But, it would be really, really awesome if we can get a design that's got little deltas on it. I'd wear that.
No,
Me
we,
too.
we use the deltas as either kilt pins or fly brooches. That's what I do when I wear my kilt. I use a delta as a kilt pin.
That would be cool.
Weston said Delta is a no-go.
I'm
if
using store bought licensed deltas for mine. So that would be an okay. And once we get our SFI delta done, that would be what I'd wear to any event. But on a daily wear thing, I just wear a Voyager delta or a TNG delta. And,
Delta's on the tartan. Yes.
oh yeah, deltas on the tartan would be a no go.
Yeah.
No. If it's a standard Delta, nothing in it, it is fine.
No, but I mean, like, I think he was saying having deltas woven into the tartan, probably a little bit too much detail. Yeah.
You're too busy.
I mean, just
I think-
depends on how much detail you want.
I think Commander Starfleet's volunteering to weave the tartan.
Well, if it's a print on acrylic
You already
or
got
polyester, we can do practically anything we want. It's if we're weaving a wool, then we're going to get some serious
Right.
problems.
and that is a lot
Right.
of money there.
And Russell does bring up a good point in that there are certain standards that the International Registry has in adopting the tartan design. So probably having those little deltas won't work, but I'm sure people can be creative in adding deltas.
Cam, I just got it.
Oh,
Hmm.
good.
So I will be sending this off to David later. David. Who's the R1RC again?
Sent the RC, Jason.
Jason
Jason.
Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Jason.
He'll get you.
I'm sure he will. Most people do. It's okay.
Are you going to buy that shirt I sent you the picture of?
I went and looked at the Walmarts here. They don't have it. I asked the lady. They said not all Walmarts carry the exact same thing. I'm like, that's
You want me to pick you one up?
I might. I showed Natalie.
cheap.
She laughed her ass off. Excuse
It
me.
was under
What's this
I'm
shirt?
not- We have to control the cussing because I'm going to have profanity moderators coming on too, so we got to be prepared for that.
It was some kind of shirt in for Father's Day. It said, "Don't touch my daughter," and it had like that, like the silhouette of a girl, and it said, "Or my tools."
Oh, okay.
And so he goes on about his daughter.
Hooper
I
just
think it was
said.
like $6.88.
Hooper just said to impeach you.
Okay, well, look. Okay, in my defense, okay, let's start talking about the disaster I'm working on: taxes, database, Moodle, multiple RCs coming in. I've got Jeff Higdon on my ass. I mean, I've got Russell Camp on my butt.
What is the load limit on
I'm
your butt,
losing.
Steve?
I mean, I'm like losing. I got paper books known to crap.
Hey, but I do it delicately.
Yes, I do love it. Jeff sent me just a very nonchalant message. He's like, before after dark, we need to discuss a few things. And I'm thinking, I'm like, this would be good. I said, what did I do now that I don't know I did?
Yeah.
Let's see.
And he then panics and calls me.
Make hello to Hooper.
Hello, Hooper.
Hello, Hooper.
I'm happy
Hello,
to hear.
Hooper.
Hello, Rob.
Is that Rob Lehrman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another Commander
Hello.
Starfleet retired is in the house. Sarah, I love that. Captain Justin Fitzik. Sarah Rosenzweig finger flick. I'm going to come to the camera at you. You're misbehaving, Kim. Finger flick. Oh, that's right. I forget. She's watching. We love you, Sarah. It's okay. You and the crew of the USS Avenger.
Oh,
I didn't say nothing bad. No. Listen here, Catman. Don't. We didn't do nothing bad. You're not going to start a fight between me and the Rosenzweigs.
Oh, come on. That would be fun to watch.
Well, I mean, it is technically in my defense. It would be like it would be like what is that? David and Goliath. Okay, because I'm 6'5" and she's like 5 foot.
Yeah, but my money's still on her.
I'll pick
Yeah.
her
That's right.
up. I'll throw over my shoulders and fireman carry and walk her right out.
Yeah, but that's an act you will severely pay for.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm definitely I'm off the next 2 days from my job, my full-time job, but I'm now on call the next 2 days as the engineer for the fire department. So my radio goes off in the middle of broadcast. I'm going to leave and Russell will come on.
Well, hopefully there's no fires.
Oh. Well, it's an engineer not only pumps the truck, but he also drives the apparatus. So medical calls, public assist, motor vehicle accidents, anything that when we have to get called for, which sucks. I had one last Friday night. Oh man, I was sleeping good. I had the AC down to 55. I had 2 fans on me.
Oh.
I was like frozen, but I was in the middle of my bed and I had a blanket up to my neck. My 9-year-old, she likes to come climbing to bed. I don't know why, but I'll be sound asleep and she'll come in there. She's like, "Daddy, I had a nightmare." And I'm like, "Kid, you have a nightmare every damn night. I mean, what's the deal?" She's like, "But I feel safe with you." And I'm like, "But you shouldn't. I'm being an asshole. Go away." So, needless to say, she come in there the other night and she got comfortable. And then I rolled over and took the blankets away from her. And let me tell you, this 9-year-old who weighs about 60 pounds, bet. It's like wrestling with Mike Tyson. This kid whooped my ass. If being a man, okay, if you have kids, you can't tell me that any time your kid has not slept with you at least one time in your life, okay, in bed between you and your spouse or whatever.
Right.
She has the tendency, okay, now she comes up to just about 4 inches shy of my armpit. So when she's sleeping, let me tell you, those legs start flying. Let me tell you, I wasn't a man for about a good 30 minutes after I got kicked in the crotch at 2:30 in the morning. I got hit hard. I rolled out of bed and I smacked my face on my end table. I was cussing. I'm like my oldest daughter, who was still up watching TV at 3:45. I have no idea why. I'm holding my crotch and my forehead at the same time. She said, "What happened?" I said, "That thing kicked me and this thing smacked me." It was not a good experience. Sleeping on a Friday night, man, get a date. Dude, here's the thing. Nobody wants me. I'm just saying.
You're wanted all right in 3 states.
Oh, okay. But hey, I have a psychotic daughter. And she's not
like father, like daughter.
And she's not here right now.
Apple doesn't roll too far from the tree.
Anyway, Natalie has ran off every woman I've ever dated. I'm not even kidding. I actually had one. Now keep in mind, she was a teacher, so she was not dressed horribly. I mean, she just had a t-shirt on, and I mean, it might have come down just a little bit, but women always have cleavage. I've never seen them in a shirt that didn't have cleavage. I thought she looked very presentable, very presentable. And my daughter called her the W word and politely stood her up and said, opened the door and said, "Take your trashy ass outside." I'm like, "Are you serious?" She's like, "Well, I'll be your date. You can take me to Applebee's." I don't want you now. Oh yeah, she never talked to me again after that.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's all I can say. Wow.
I've had custody of Natalie for 2 years now, and she's ran off a lot of people. I tried dating somebody, talking to somebody, boom, that's gone. Oh yeah, I was on a video chat on Facebook, and she took my phone from me, and she's like, "Look, I don't like how you look. You look like you're just looking for like an easy handout. My dad ain't gonna take care of another woman. So if you ain't got a job and you ain't got a car, my dad's not the one for you." I'm like, "Natalie, don't you stop." She's like, "No, never."
I think I have to agree with.
So
look at what Hooper wrote. Yeah.
You'll tell that to her boyfriend. Say you just take your trashy ass outside.
I just got a very interesting text message, and I'm not going to put this woman on blowout. I'm not going to blast her across the internet, but I should.
Oh, come on. It could be entertaining.
All right, so obviously you guys see I don't have a beard no more, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so The main thing was that is the fire mask or breathing apparatus. It seals right here. Okay. So I went to a fire call. I had a big bushy beard on, and it sealed good until I shifted just enough that it pulled my hair, and it allows smoke to come in. So I had to get rid of it. So she was upset because I shaved the beard. Well, then I get a message of just a minute ago. She's like, okay, I have to admit, you do look kind of cute with a goatee.
Wow.
Wow.
So my friends send me random messages like this. It's hilarious. How long is the return period, Steve?
I'm pretty sure she's past the return.
Yeah,
period on that.
I threatened to FedEx her ass third class back to where she come from with bananas and water.
You were kind.
Oh yeah, and I will have to say something. I'm very proud. My son starts football. He'll be playing for Paducah. I'm very happy. He's going to get his butt worked out of him. I can't wait though. It'll be good.
And any idea what position he's going to play?
Not yet. This will be the first time. He's always played soccer, and he is a kick-ass soccer player. I mean, he's got strength in his legs. The boy can run. He can hit. And so up until I got custody of him, he's always wanted to play, but his mom never let him because she's afraid he'll get hurt, and it's her baby boy. Keep in mind, he's got 6 sisters, and he's the only boy. And I said, okay, fine. When he came to live with me, I said, son, you want to play football? He said, but mom said I can't. I'm like, I have custody of you. I don't care what your mama says. Do you want to play football? What do you want to do as a child? What do you want to do? I want to play football. Yep. All right. You get to play football. So, yeah, he's excited. We went out, bought him his gym bag, his mouthpiece, his cup. We got to go back and get his cup and some other stuff. So, I'm getting text messages. I wonder who's text messaging me.
So according to Eric Willett, if anyone needs any help with FedEx, they're supposed to contact you, Steve.
No.
Well, Steve isn't aboard the Constitution. He's aboard the Constellation. We don't have a Constitution.
No.
Oh, yes.
So I get a message because my friends in Starfleet think it's just a joke to mess with me. It's okay. I'm going to blast this fool. So Admiral Brand Stimson, Region 17, RC, Member Services Director, Help Desk, and all around whatever we do, tell him to do. He's like, hey, just wanted to bug you. It's almost as bad as Kim.
Succeed.
Kim will send me messages. She's like, don't tell anybody. And I'm like, bet. And she's not on stream. I told everybody.
I did that because I didn't want you to say it out loud and hurt somebody's feelings.
Well, listen, it's Trek After Dark. If you have feelings,
you're in the wrong area.
Yeah, Barney and Big Bird's down the hallway. They're singing "I Love You" with you. Jerry Tian, hello, my friend.
I love you. You love me. We are happy family.
Oh wait, I get another.
Where's my shotgun?
I get another text message. Is this Steve Parmley, Commander of Starfleet? No, I'm not.
You're Steve Parmley, Lord of the Rings.
Well, I got a text message from you the other night, Steve. Let's see, what time was that?
I was probably late.
It was late. Tom said, why is there a man texting you? And I said, it's just Steve. He goes, oh, okay.
Oh, that was harsh.
Oh, I'm just Steve. It's okay.
No, because he knows, to me, Steve's, I could be his mom. So there's no,
Or you say.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's okay. Will the real Steve please stand up? No, Wayne, the real Steve will not stand up because the real Steve. Yeah, I've got shirts on. I'm still dressed in FedEx clothes. I mean, it tells you how. I mean, it sucks.
Steve.
Just Steve. Exactly. I'm just Steve. Oh, look. I'm getting more messages private.
Greg says, stop sending nudes, Steve.
All right. So, Jeff, did you see the message for you in private chat? Or do I need to do it for you? I don't mind. I don't mind taking over another one of my EC's jobs.
Are you talking about something?
Russell sent you something in private chat for you to make your announcement.
Well, there are a couple of announcements I want to make. Okay. First
All right. Jeff's got the floor
And the ceiling.
and the ceiling.
Yeah. Okay. First is that just a reminder that to everyone that articles for the CQ are due by this Sunday, 11:59 p.m. We would like any articles that you think is worthy, except from Hooper. And no, I'm kidding.
I sent in an article 2 weeks ago.
I'll tell you what, if you get an article for Brian Hooper or Batcomb Man, delete it. Don't even open the attachment.
The second thing I want to talk about real quick is that most chapters have their own historian aboard. I act as my chapter's historian, as you can witness on my USSBlackhawk.org webpage. But we want to encourage those of you that keep your histories of your chapters to write articles for the CQ and send them in. We'll be making some other announcements at a later date pertaining to chapter participation, and we would appreciate it. Anybody to send in articles about your chapters. Years ago, there was something called a focus on, and that was a focus on chapters. And it was very well received at the time. We haven't done it in years. We've had individual chapters do articles on conventions and activities, which we still want, no doubt about that. But we'd like to learn more about who is our fleet made up of, our chapters, our individual members. So send it to starfleetcq@gmail.com when you get a chance. And there, I lost my concentration all of a sudden.
While you're getting it together, would you put that address out again, please?
StarfleetCQ@gmail.com. That's a direct address to our editor-in-chief, Mr. Dennis Rayburn.
So, Chris Gavin, your message is there better viewed on Facebook? Yes. So there is a slight delay between the stream and YouTube. If you go to Commander Starfleet International 2020 on Facebook and like it, you'll get an automatic update when we go live. Also, guys, I'm still trying to beat the VCS. I think we're running a little shy. Let me see here. Maybe.
Jeff, just to let you know, your microphone is just a little bit low, so you're coming in.
Okay. I don't know how to turn it up.
Just bend it towards your mouth a little bit.
I have. See?
There you go.
Better.
Hold it. It just doesn't want to stay there. Thanks to my grandson.
I was going to say, you need to get Brody to stand by you and just hold it towards your face.
Yeah. Is that better?
It was for a while.
Can you move your headset a little bit forward?
I'll put it any more forward. I won't be able to hear you guys.
Okay, a question came up is what are submission guidelines as far as length, breadth, language choice, theme, concept? Is there anything that a writer needs to know about?
Well, you should write it in English, but no cuss words.
American Standard English or Redneck?
I'm fluent
in redneck.
Yeah. I mean, he'd understand it better than in redneck English than in standard. So, but no, just
And Hooper, that's ex-wife, not wife. Got to get it right, dude. I've got court papers. I'll show you.
What would be considered too long?
I don't know, to tell you the truth. It's been a while.
Because it's all electronic now, right? So you don't have to print it.
Yeah, that's right. It is electronic.
But you're not looking for War and Peace articles.
No, we're not looking at War and Peace. Maybe.
I've got to intervene. I'm sorry. So
Yeah,
when you have two officers, one under your command and the other one running a department, literally going back and forth all day about material, and my guy is about ready to have a brain meltdown, this shit just gets funnier and funnier. I mean, I don't know what to do. Now I'm just gonna pull a Jason. I'm just gonna put my hat, my persona hat on, and just sit in the corner. I'm just no, can't do it. It's gonna happen. Kim, you want to be CS? Let's all put Kim in the name of Kim being the new CSAI. If you don't, Kim, you're it. Congratulations, I quit. We're all doomed now because Kim's in charge.
Yeah,
That could be a step up.
I thought
nice to have a female again.
I thought I love my friends to death. I swear, some of my best friendships I've made have been in Starfleet. I'm not even kidding.
Right.
Jason, I'll be honest, he annoys the shit out of me at times, but you know what? He's an awesome guy. I love talking to him. He's full of energy. He's enthusiastic, and I can set my clock to it every time. Every morning, I'll sit up at the end of my bed, and my phone will ring, and there's a ping on Discord on the Commander Starfleet, and it's Jason Tierney says, "Good morning."
Aww.
Every morning, like clockwork. And then you have Kim over here who randomly sends me messages throughout the day, trying to keep me positive and me not trying to drive my FedEx truck into Kentucky Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's just I can't do it no more. I'm my brain's Steve, break, vacation, get away. But when I get away, it still finds me. I mean, there's no pick a number between 1 and 5. Whoever gets it right will be the new CS. Exactly. But
Too late. I'm already.
But I tried. What was that? What day was? Russ was not on here. The day that me and my kids went to Ferncliff Park, we hiked into Burden Falls, the waterfalls.
I thought that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks, a week ago. I don't know. So I get halfway in there, and I didn't have signal. And then all of a sudden, I hit an open spot with the trees, and bam, did Starfleet find me again. Oh, my God. The phone went ding, 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 and then it had voicemails and text messages and this and this and this. And my daughter's like, Dad, these people need a life. This is my 9-year-old. They're like, do they know that you have kids? And she's taking her head like, Dad. She's trying to extend that neck out. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I've got crap burning here. I've got somebody trying to seize control here. I've got this. And I was like, turn the phone off. I'm like, it can burn for the day. I'll deal with it later.
I was gonna say you can turn the phone off. The
world
your
will not
salary
end if you're in airplane mode.
Right. And your salary for Commander Starfleet, that's equivalent to
Peanuts.
the amount of time that you should spend.
So
I like peanuts.
I mean, just for your hard work, Steve, we could double your salary.
Yeah, double nothing is always nothing. But I had a guy send me a message on Facebook. Was it last week? I don't know. I don't think he's a new guy. I think he's been in Fleet a while. But I forgot to answer him. I mean, I was busy. I was in the semi. I had a DLT inspection. I was dropping trailers, picking trailers up, all this other stuff. So he blew me up. And I'm like, I didn't have time to physically talk to him. And he sent me a message. He's like, we elected you. You work for the members. And I pulled the truck over at that time. I said, I am a man. I don't get paid for this shit. If I was a 5-star admiral, I would not be driving a FedEx semi. I'm just saying.
You volunteered though. You're a volunteer still, so they ought to know your real life comes first.
And he blocked me because I snapped on him. He blocked me on Facebook.
Oh darn!
I know, that's what I said. No big loss. Everybody.
It's about having fun, not ruining people's lives.
Uh-oh.
Starfleet's been, for the most part, good to me. So I like, you get out of it what you put in it.
Exactly.
You know, I keep getting text messages here, and I can't function, and I can't do my job right now because I'm getting these random text messages and stuff. And
Put your phone down.
Yeah.
Don't look at it.
But it doesn't stop.
Well, turn the volume off. When we go to dinner, I make everybody put their phones away, and the first one picks it up has to pay for dinner.
Bet. You know what? I'll go to dinner with you, and I'll turn my damn airplane mode on before I put it in there. Some bitch won't ring.
Mine, I don't look at it, mine. So.
And see, my dad did that one year, and I guess all of us kids and stuff, we put all of our phones on airplane mode. And my dad's phone rang first. And he's like, nobody ever calls me. How is it that you guys are always on your phone every 5 seconds? It goes off. Every time we have dinner, it's nothing. And we both took our phones off because we had airplane mode on. And Dad had to buy us dinner. And it wasn't cheap dinner. It was like the Longhorn, like the 30-ounce steak. I mean, hell, one person the steak, baked potato, and I had a couple of beers. It was like $40 just for me. I mean, it's expensive, but it is a good place to eat.
Lester just said
good bread.
Okay, so so this is what I would be getting paid as an 011 in 2020. $18,882.40 a month. That's a lot of Twinkies. Okay, I'm just saying that's a lot of Twinkies. Base pay. That's not counting housing allowance. That's not counting uniform allowance. That's not. Yeah. So remember that next time you all get on my Facebook Messenger and snap out at me because the commander of Starfleet is not answering you in a proper tone.
Why don't they follow the chain? I mean, why are they going directly to you?
Because I have the open door policy and I put my number out there.
Well, open door could become a revolving door too, and they can come in and go out just as quick.
Hey, my daughter actually suggested I change my number. I'm probably gonna do it tomorrow. So, for the people that need my number, if you get a random text message calling you douche canoe, it's probably me. Just saying. Like, well, my daughter, it's inside jokes. My daughter sent me a text message the other night, and she's like, "Hey, fat man, we have an issue." Okay. My response is, "Hey, fat daughter, we have an issue."
Ooh.
And she's like, and of course, it's her monthly cycle. Anyways, she's like, "I'm theming for some chicken nuggets. It's been a week since I had some." And I'm like, okay. I said, "I've got like the Kroger brand chicken nuggets." She's like, "No, I need McDonald's chicken nuggets." I said, "Have you seen how that shit's made?" She said,
"It's not even meat."
You know, I know it's pasteurized crap through a damn tube and laid out and dried. And she's like, "Look, I'm on my period. You will bring me chicken nuggets home. You will bring me chocolate home." And I sat there for like a good 20 minutes trying to figure out how to respond to this. And I called her. And I said, "Look, I understand you having a dad is a new dynamic in your life, and I understand that. Now, I'm going to be a little sympathetic for you, but," I said, "You do realize who I am?" And she said, "Yeah, your father," is how she put it. Okay.
Wow.
And I said, "Okay, well, father ain't going to bring you shit until you start appropriately talking to me and being respectful." She's like, "It's my period, Dad." I'm like, "I don't care if the alien's coming out of your chest and blowing in and looking like the friggin' Predator. I ain't bringing you crap." Let me tell you, I got home and she was standing in front of my doorway with a hand out, waiting for that chicken nuggets. And let me tell you, when I said no, this kid, all right, so like the halo fell off, the horns come off, and the bat wings and fangs come out. Let me tell you, I walked out and went and got chicken nuggets and topped it.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, it was horrible. And then talk about traumatizing. My 9-year-old is now on her period.
Oh boy.
And her favorite things to eat is chicken. And they put those antioxidants and those hormones in there. And that's the pediatrician said that will cause her to have an early period. So she had her period starting at the age of 8 and a half. So I'm laying in bed, sound asleep, had a long day at work, had a fire call. This was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I hear Fiona. And if you all don't know who Fiona is, obviously you're not friends with me on Facebook. She's the cute little princess that everybody loves to death, but really does not understand that she's a terror in disguise. Yeah, that's my daughter. But she screams in the middle of the night. Like I thought somebody broke in or she did something. I grabbed my gun out of the safe. Dad was coming down the hallway in SpongeBob boxers and a t-shirt. I was going to kill somebody.
That's an image we don't need, Steve.
Hey, at least I didn't say a fat guy with sandals and no clothes on. It could have been worse there, David. But
yeah, it could have been.
Like, Daddy, I'm bleeding. And I'm like, did you cut yourself? And she said, no, I'm bleeding. And I'm like, oh. So I had to go in there and shower her up. And I said, all right, now turn around, face the wall, put your butt here so I can just see it. Yep. And so I was like, oh. I went in there, kicked the side of Natalie's bed. I said, hey, you got to get up. And she said, why? I'm like, because your sister just started her period. And she said, oh, that's a lie. So I went to Walmart. And let me tell you, if you've ever been to Walmart, or if your wife or spouse or girlfriend, whatever, mom, if they've ever sent you to Walmart for pads or tampons, it's not just like a short little countertop. It's like a whole back wall of Walmart. I mean, it's horrible. So I'm sitting there. It took me an hour and 30 minutes to find out what was the best thing to get for a 9-year-old. I was going to grab tampons, and the lady about slapped me. I'm like, hey, I'm a single dad. I didn't know. But literally, I mean, they have thick pads, thin pads, big pad, long pads, short pads. And an hour and 30 minutes, this poor lady come up, and she's like, honey, what are you doing? I said, I'm trying to find something for my 9-year-old daughter. And she's like, and literally, they were standing right in front of me. She's like, these are the ones you need. My kid uses these two. I'm like, are you serious? I've been staring at this wall for an hour and 30 minutes. So yeah, she came. I came well, let me tell you, if that's a Dr. Seuss book, that's the most disturbing Dr. Seuss book I've ever heard in my life. Okay.
Why didn't you call for help, like to a woman or something?
Well, I called my dad, and my dad laughed. He's like, I had 3 boys. He's like, and he laughed at me. He said, ha, good luck, and hung up. The ex-wife with no help. I called her, and she's like, you can handle this. And I'm like, oh, mother effer. I'm like, oh.
Hello, my favorite people. The party has arrived. I am here.
Oh, no.
Oh, joy.
Oh, no. That's right.
There goes the holiday.
You got to play nice now.
And I actually think it's her monthly time, too, now.
Uh-oh.
So
Hey,
what's the next topic?
In Northern Illinois.
The next topic of that you should not date douchebag boys.
Dun, dun, dun.
Women don't answer his calls, Kim. Exactly. When I need something, when I have a question about my daughter, I ain't no woman I can call.
I sit there and watch my phone ring for everybody.
Well, I can call Kim. I'll be like, Kim, I know you're asleep. I don't care. There's something going on.
I had 2 daughters.
You had how many?
I had 2 daughters.
I thought you said 3, and I was like, oh, my Lord, you're
Yeah.
a great woman.
Oh, look, Eric's saying all hands abandoned ship because you're here.
Dude, I don't even know you. That's not nice.
We know all
We
about
don't
you
have
now.
to be nice.
Mhm.
That's true.
No, Michael, my mom's not available for this. Again, she raised, she's not
We ain't
available
going
for
down
this.
that shit.
Yeah, we're not going down that shit storm. Thank you, though.
I will just observe that I think it's pretty cool that in the 21st century you've got
You out there with my shit to your brother.
5 guys and we're talking about stuff that normally people would be like, I can't talk about. Yeah.
Hey, Hooper, if you're available, man, come to my house right now. You can meet him.
Who's Hooper?
The one
She
that
got your accent. I ain't got his accent. I don't sound like him. He sounds like a Yankee.
I ain't got.
Yeah, let me tell you, when I got custody, before I got custody of her, she spoke proper English and was perfect. She come down here, and a week later, she turned into redneck stepchild of the hell.
So, do we blame it on you or the Kentucky system?
The Kentucky system.
My mom's side of the family. That's who we blame it on. But they're from Illinois, so look.
Oh, look, it's the Borg Queen to our next fleet admiral.
You will adapt to service us.
Ouch.
Pardon?
She doesn't know what the Borg Queen is. So.
I got hit. Really? I died. Really? Okay, why are you still typing then if you're dead?
I got his accent.
Accent. I didn't drag it out that long.
Brian, though, you should come over, man. You come meet him. Give him that scare tactic. You're going to have to get practicing for your daughter.
Redheaded stepchild. It's artificial. I'm blonde. Explain some things.
Yeah. How many blondes
you're
light
faking redhead or faking blonde?
There's nothing wrong with getting your color from a box.
Exactly. No.
Yes, you can.
Alex, if anybody shows up, don't take it to heart. Never mind. I tried to warn you.
Hooper.
You shut up.
He said he's not afraid. Come get him.
He said, "Huh."
Look, she's trying to protect him. Not like you dragged out his back.
He said, "Huh."
Oh shit.
If your boyfriend's here, why are you in here?
Because she likes being with her dad more.
Because I like talking to y'all. Y'all are cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
They tell him to go home.
People like Hooper.
He's not.
He likes you. This is why Mom doesn't love you. I really hope there wasn't like anything. I hope nothing happened to your mom. Because if I just made that joke and I didn't know, I'm gonna feel like shit in about 5 seconds. So, huh? I can't read that far.
That's so funny. If I said shit right now in front of my dad, he would choke, and then he'd still try to ground me.
Why? Why? Why?
Tell her hi. She's watching.
Cause, well,
I wasn't saying why to you. No, I was saying why to this one right here. I got duct tape on the back of my hat because it's so old it wouldn't stay. I stole it from my cousin. Yeah.
So, do we get to meet the boyfriend?
Alex!
Come here.
Come here.
Everybody in Starfleet needs to see you so they know what you look like before they kill you.
Come here.
We need to know who to hunt down.
Let's see this paragon.
Yeah.
Shut up. Heck yeah.
Look. Hey, wait.
Okay, full screen him so we know.
Move your face. Ow! Ah!
Hey, Hooper, doesn't he look like some of the guys we beat up in high school?
Hey, Steve, I got one word for you: wood chipper.
That in my ear. Oh my god! I did it.
I agree, Russell.
Oh,
Goodbye.
look. Hooper says we have questions for Alex.
We don't want to hear them.
Yes, let's hear them.
You still want to kill your brother?
It's just getting awkward. Alex, leave the room.
Alex, go, leave.
Right, you go.
Can you get off my
I'll be
kneecap?
right back. Go there because you weren't here last time. It's your sister's turn.
We both weren't here last time.
Excuse me.
I got my tunnel. I hate to say that is the funniest.
Wait.
That has got to be the best parts of these shows.
Right. So the guys that have not met, or SFI has not met, this is my son. That's Wesley. I've got custody of the boy in this one, and then joint custody of that one, and this fucker just eats my food.
You get your hand down.
Oh, Antonio says 5,000 people know who you are now.
Antonio. Yeah. Hi.
Yes.
Popular. No, nobody likes
No,
you.
No, we just know who you are.
Shut up.
on Instagram.
All right, everybody out.
Y'all can.
Wow, that's a show.
That is a show. That could be Starfleet, the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, starring Steve.
Well, now we know what the
So
Please go in there.
now we know what the boyfriend looks like.
I know what Greg said. It says the Polly Family Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree, Steve. I mean, Greg, sorry.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but is Steve a ringleader or the head ape?
Ah, time to show that.
Help me! Hate me!
Okay, go.
He's-
Be careful. Go.
Natalie, I'm
What?
using you as a support.
Just get up.
I
My
can't even
God.
support myself. Why would I support
And you guys think I have time? Look, why I don't answer your text messages right away? Do you see what I deal
I
with?
stay in my room.
All right, close my door. Go out for a few minutes, and then you can come in.
No, because by the time you
Go. Stop.
Oh my!
Wow.
She just hit herself with the door.
The 9-year-old thinks she runs the roost.
Well,
I'm
I think-
off the bed.
Wonderful family.
I
Oh,
can
Yeah.
just see the 9-year-old being the
Good
fleet
night,
admiral.
Good
you
night.
off
Good
to
night.
bed, Jeff?
Sir,
Good
I'm
night.
saying good night to John.
Good night, John.
Oh, okay.
Got to be a region 20 person. Love having you guys here.
good night, John, Jeff. God bless it. Jeff, my friend, good night. Get some sleep.
oh.
Jeff is staying. It's
No,
John that's staying.
I said good night to John.
Oh, I thought you said good night. Oh, see, damn it. That's it. Hi, Jeff. Welcome back. It's a pleasure to have you again, sir.
Good night, Marianne.
Yay! Hello to
Night,
my
John.
coming out.
I've got beer.
All right, I'm on my way till I expect the beer ready.
I need tranquilizer darts. Yes, I do. I want to shoot one in his ass and just watch him drool. No.
Just call me trouble. Huh?
He's John Hardy. He's from the USS Alba over in there in Scotland.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah. Everybody sees this crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you're
I
international.
know people across the world that I've never seen before, and your accents probably would amaze me.
That's okay. They all know how you crave chicken nuggets when you're during your cycle.
I think you're chicken nuggets, Dad.
I gave you money.
Okay, I got chicken nuggets, but I want more because it's 11 o'clock at night now.
Good night, Mary.
No.
Can I get
Good night, Mary.
Gosh dang it.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, from South Dakota. Hey, I've been to South Dakota.
She should have stayed.
We can get Natalie.
Ouch.
What, huh?
Russell, she has no idea what you're talking about, man.
I don't even know.
Q Forward is Cullen's weekly or bi-weekly chat.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a whole lot of fun, and
Accents.
they say that I have an accent.
Oh, I got called a hillbilly by one of those guys. They're like, Steve, you
You
sound like
are a hillbilly, Steve.
like-
It's not. No, not even close. That is an
He's-
insult to us hillbillies.
He's
Not.
a redneck, not a hillbilly. There's a difference.
Well, yeah, there is a difference.
That is funny.
Yeah, no. Believe me.
Whoa.
I laughed and said, I'm the farthest thing from a hillbilly ever. Well, at least everybody's having a good time laughing at my family expense. It's always fun.
I'm laughing at the fact that that's your
Hey,
original.
laughing's okay as long as you don't point.
No, that one.
That one. Oh, yeah, everybody's laughing at me, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. I know I'm funny looking. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, you're funny looking, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get your Midol?
There's someone in the kitchen.
Yep, it's above the thing, cabinet above the refrigerator.
Oh,
I'm
it's a
typing
12
Midol in here. That's funny. No, all this stuff.
Kansas, Oklahoma border. Oh, you're in the flatlands. Yes, that is a okay. That's a terrible song. That's like
Some of
new
you took
country, but
customizing
it's
and
okay.
saving with Liberty Mutual.
Wow.
What? Sounds like
Now
a.
doing advertisements.
Story of a lovely lady
Why are you
who
obsessed?
was bringing up
Because look at our damn family.
girls. All of them had hair of gold,
Russell would be the
like
maid.
their mother, the youngest one in curls. It's a story of a lovely lady.
It's bluegrass American.
Your daughter look more like her or mom or you. So
Here,
my,
let me show you a picture of mom. Hey, give me my hat. Who are you? No, give me my glass. Now I can't see.
so if you see, look at the camera. My oldest daughter looks like she fell out of my ass. The
I
son,
can't really show you, but that's my mom. I
That's-
don't know if y'all can see
that's
it.
her mother.
It's hard to
That
see.
bright blob?
Yeah, that white blob. Yeah.
I see eyes.
I see
The
eyes.
eyes
are
are-
open.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
me, Dad.
Uh,
There we go.
There you go.
Nope, you look like your daddy.
Yep.
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 Can I have my hat back?
So the boy looks like my brother, to be honest with you.
You're not wrong.
And Fiona is a mixture between me and her mom. She's got my cheekbones and nose, and she's got her mom's eye. She's got her mom's the way the eyes are circled, but she's got my color of my iris, and she has my attitude.
We all have your attitude.
Yeah, it's a permanently trait.
Actually, I have mom's.
How'd you trick her mom into sleeping with you? Alcohol? No, I have no idea. Thanks, Super. Wait a minute. This coming from a guy that's got like 19 kids with like 30 different women. I mean, come on now. You've been in jail
Wait.
because of crazy women. I don't want to
Did
hear
mom
it.
have her glasses on? That might explain something.
Oh, you need to
Yeah,
get
I was
those.
going to go with how much alcohol was involved, but that's better.
I told you need those Starfleet condoms. We wouldn't have half this trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jeff, is this specifically what you wanted not to happen on After Dark? Because I see Russell over here rolling in the camera.
Oh, hi, Russell.
Yeah.
You're the funny one. That has multiple like thingies. I think I can't remember. Wait,
I
that's a different.
think his math's off. He meant 30 kids with 19 women.
Hey, I went to Paducah City School District. I'm sorry.
What does that say about me?
Do we really want to get into that?
Let's not get into that part right now.
Natalie, are you going to go to college after you graduate?
I hope so.
Good. What are you going to take?
How to be a
Anything
pain in
with
the ass
law
101.
or social services.
Oh, cool.
Social services is worthy, but it's hard.
Yeah. You want to be a counselor, or do you want to work in like social work, or?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but whatever the people are that help like get the kids out of the homes and stuff.
That's
Social worker.
Yeah, I want to do that. You know, I know it's not the best money, but you know.
So, how many caseworkers did we go through? So, me and you went through 4. How many did you go through up there? So, up where she lived, before I found out about her, she went through 6 caseworkers.
Mm-hmm.
And down here, when I started the paperwork to get her, I went through 4 caseworkers. And then the 4th one just stopped returning my calls. I literally, I was going to get arrested that day. It was on a Monday. I specifically knew about it because Colorado was calling me and said, "Hey, we're ready to move on this. We need your interstate compact to make sure your home's good." You know, they talk with you. So I went down there, and this bimbo, and I use this term loosely for this woman, she was on the phone talking about some movie that she watched last night, was ignoring me. So I politely put my hands on the counter, and I stuck my fat ass head all the way in there, and I said, "Excuse me, can I have a supervisor? And if not, I'm coming through the window." And of course, supervisor comes out there, and I said, "Look, this is stupid. I've been through 4 of you guys. I got approved by all 4 people, but you guys have not sent the paperwork back to Colorado. Now, this has been 6 months." I said, they are getting pissed. I said, so shit rolls downhill. And I said, "I want to see you fax this right now." And I had my lawyer. He came up there and,
Hi, Sarah.
oh, Sarah was like, "I'll tell you everything, dear." Whatever.
Very nice.
Yeah. So this person here, that's the person that sends me off the wall text messages.
Oh.
Frick. Holy shit.
You want the full Conan.
Karen.
So yeah, I snapped out. They faxed the paperwork. She apologized, and I said, "Look, I don't really give a damn. This whole thing is a joke. I should not have to bend over backwards to kiss your guys' ass just to get my daughter." I said, "This is stupid." I said, "I was approved the first time, and then I had another case where I was approved the second time, and the third, and the fourth. Y'all should have sent this paperwork the first time it was sent out." And I said, "You all need, yeah, cops were getting called. That's all I'm going to say." No, I didn't go full Karen. I went full retard. If you watch that movie Tropic Thunder, you never go full retard. I went full retard.
Karen.
Yes, but how far of a step is that, Steve?
For me, it's a big step because I was about ready to come through that window and kill somebody. Nobody was going to get in between me and getting this shit monkey here.
Alex, you've been called out for following a bunch of sluts on Instagram.
What the hell is that?
Cooper did.
Where?
I follow him every day. It's okay. It gives me free liberty to follow whoever I want. So, Alex, you've been called out on like international like live stuff. You've been called out.
Hey, Jeff.
Wait, are you creeping on people's Instagrams?
Oh, Hooper, he's a creeper, man. He'll tell you what your socks and underwear size is before you even get home.
I don't even know what my sock size is.
I don't know.
Whatever
You got big ass feet.
I don't have any socks right now. That's why I'm wearing no shows with boots. Kind of hurt.
Well, there's the whole look. You see that basket that's clean? That's all socks.
Really? And you
Match
gonna
them.
show me?
Yep, match
I ain't
them.
matching them.
No, I'm not matching them
I'm
either.
not matching them either.
I'll dig out a pair. Hell, every time I go to work, I got one black one with a different color, and I got a small black one that's all black and soft and fuzzy. Well, I didn't give a shit. They're black.
What's your kitty's name, Kimberly?
Finn.
Finn?
Aww.
Aww.
His full name is Alistair Finn Donahoe.
Okay, whatever. I'm sorry, Cooper.
I'm gonna go. Oh, you ready?
Oh, God.
Hooper, I just got a text message saying that Alex said you're not man enough to come over here.
Oh. Okay.
Is that a challenge?
When this throwdown happens, it needs to be live. I
Oh,
will
it
even
will be.
pay-per-view that one.
This will be a SFMC live combat action of what's going to get his ass beat. I'm just saying.
The problem is that Hooper's going to come in some like gold lame kind of wrestling outfit, and
Oh, God.
Alex
He's
will
going to wear his
probably
gold pimp suit.
Alex will probably go running somewhere because he'll be Hooper will be wearing one of those
I live in
those
Texas.
thong things.
Texas is hot.
Yeah, he said he's not afraid of you, Hooper. He said anytime you want to come over, it's just air an opportunity.
I just want to meet you so I can be like, "Wah, kwaya," and karate chop you in the throat.
I'm
just
man
'cause I
enough to
can.
know that I don't have to come over there for him to still mess up. That
Oh, ouch.
Hooper's the guy you don't fuck with because Hooper has hacker friends, and Hooper will put his face on shit that probably should not be seen. Do it.
Well,
I'll buy you a keg.
Is Alex 18?
Yeah, and she's 16.
Okay.
She
Oh.
hid it from me for 6 months?
I did not hide it from a year.
Oh.
I've been dealt with his stupid ass for a year.
You
It
said-
ain't even been 7 months.
Well, before I found out about it, how long did you?
Not even a month.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, she was hiding it before she was 16.
You know how much shit your son's hid from you and you still don't know about? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you're my princess. Oh, excuse me.
I am the redneck queen. Get it right.
Don't let your daughter meet me. That shall have a standard. Just kidding.
You're funny.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, man.
You have like reached my standards of pushing my buttons when I haven't met you. Like you're doing better than he is, and he sits on those buttons and pours syrup in them so they stick.
love you.
You put a jackhammer on them and they're obliterated. So
You need to get her one of these hats, Steve.
I wouldn't wear it. It ain't. Would you shut your freaking mouth? I'm gonna walk the 2 miles to your house and kick your door open and hit you with a cast iron skillet.
There's that accent coming out.
She sounds like a ball queen.
Don't you drive, Natalie?
Unfortunately, legally, no. Illegally, yes.
Oh.
No, because she's got to study for the driver test, and we were going to go up there and take her test, and then COVID-19 hit, and we wasn't able to do it.
Oh.
So,
And you're going to get a boot and a spur up your ass in about 5 seconds if you don't pop down over there, son. Just saying. I'll go to your house.
let's talk about Star Trek, shall we? Let's talk
Okay,
about
is
Starfleet.
Natalie and Hooper round 1 or round 2?
Now that we've descended into
Chaos.
It's getting hot in here, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Turn on my fan.
My teen angst days ended a long time ago.
Yes.
40 years ago.
Save the drama for other people.
I smacked my arm off the water, and now it's like bruised and swollen.
It'll be
Kind
all
of
right.
hurts.
We're parmays, we're not bitches.
Heck yeah. Wait, do you have your ring on before I fist bump you?
Nope.
Frick
I
yeah.
can't wear my
Gosh,
ring.
Come on. Ow.
I can't wear my
Wasn't
ring.
nice. Ow.
That was.
That was for hitting me.
Well,
Bet, let's do it.
You're lucky. I can't.
You know, elder abuse is a crime.
It is, yeah.
Not if
Hey, David,
Yes.
man, I love you, man. You're in the Blackstone, but you look a little older than I am.
Yeah, I am older than you are.
But you're her elder, and she's
Did I?
supposed to respect you.
Oh, this kid respect me?
The
No.
well.
Thank you for the update. Oh, I did.
Dharma.
See, I'm probably far enough away she can't hurt me.
English.
That is English.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's
Yes,
nerd.
it is.
That's nerd speak? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we just watch child abuse? Absolutely.
Definitely not.
I didn't see anything.
No.
Wait, what was that homo picture from? It was him, wasn't it? Oh, he's sending him like him. God dang it. He is sending her all these cute lovey-dovey pictures
Actually,
on
no,
Snapchat.
it was him going. So, if you can call that cute.
So how are
I
the
know it,
taxes, Steve?
Huh?
Yeah.
How are the taxes?
Yes, I was going to ask the same.
That's an AMA question. We're after dark. Can't answer that. Sorry.
Okay.
Done.
Okay, who do we get to hang for the taxes?
Not my ass. You ain't got to work heavy enough to hold my weight.
Wait, how come we don't have that one on there? Is he
Because-
just not important right now or something?
Russell, he's very important. He's what we call the back end guy. He runs everything on the back end
So why is he not up there?
because it's the back end. His ass stays down there in the
So
corner.
he's the caboose.
He's the caboose.
Nice.
Yes.
He's
Russell's
also
the
the fill-in
caboose.
when there's not enough warm bodies to fill the panel.
So, the taxes are still ongoing. Of course, the federal IRS extended it to extended tax dates like June 15th or July 15th, one of those two. July 15th. So they're not even, we've already filed 1 year, working on the second year. It's going to be slow because COVID-19's got everything messed up. We were told, they don't even have fully staffed offices. So we were told by the supervisor it's probably going to be a process. But we'll pay $3,000 in penalties. And
Thank you very much, Dan.
Jeff, and probably about $1,000 for reinstatement of our not-for-profit status.
Ouch.
But also keep in mind the lovely lady in Region 17 that's doing this would be charging us thousands of dollars to do this crap for a nonprofit. So she is doing it on her own time when she's home, because obviously during the day at her CPA office she has paying customers. So she's doing what she can, and she's keeping me up to date. She's doing a great job. Yes, you may speak now, Kimberly.
When are you going to give out the Starfleet Awards? Are you going to wait until your virtual IC, or are you going to do it early?
I'm going to wait till November.
Really?
Just because you asked. So everybody in the fleet is the USS Yorktown CO that just calls everybody to wait till November. Sorry.
You had already said you were doing it this summer, and I was just verifying it.
Well, if you knew I said it, why ask?
You didn't say specifically. You said June, maybe July, possibly August. So that's a little vague.
So slipping to September is not.
And then there's October and November.
Kimberly is an older version of you.
Hey, that sounds pretty cool.
It will be done first weekend of August. We will be announcing that at our mini IC.
Yeah.
Yes, we do, Greg.
Yes, Greg, we need it.
Yes,
Yes.
we have to have it. A not-for-profit status.
In the United States, it's very important.
Yes, because it means we don't have to pay.
Otherwise, you'd be paying taxes on all the stuff coming in, and
yeah,
it would be a nightmare.
Yeah,
Linda would pull her hair out.
Yeah. So guys, come on now. We got to do what we got to do.
So, Steve, if just throwing this out there, if we wanted to say throw in some extra money, make a donation or a gift to Starfleet to help cover some of these expenses, can we do that?
You can. I've had somebody else ask me that too, and you guys can do that to the general account. We're not requesting it. We're not asking for help. But if you feel like, hey, I got some extra and I want to do a donation, just reach out to Linda Olson and she'll take care of it from there.
Okay. So Greg is asking about pros and cons, which is probably an extended conversation.
Greg, I know you're international and you're like 15 hours ahead of us, but that's an AMA question, my friend.
It's
And hi, Greg.
Okay, so
Oh,
Hooper.
what the heck?
All
I
right,
didn't even notice those.
so Hooper. For everybody that does not know, when my wife left 2 years ago, she left in September, and I didn't get to see Fiona until 3 days before Christmas. And Fiona made me that, and she likes to do like arts and crafts for me. So everything that she paints and draws pictures on, I have up in my room. Like, let's see if you can see that there. There's pictures that she has done there. I've got more behind there. There's stuff over there.
Advantage to the hallway.
And then, of course, I have a hall. If you walk down my hallway, my apartment on both sides, it's nothing but painted pictures that my kids have done on canvases and stuff like that. So I know I'm probably not like the normal dad, but every time my daughters or any of my kids make any pictures and stuff, I put it up on the wall.
You're a
So-
normal
Nothing
dad.
wrong with that.
Like
There's
this,
nothing wrong with
That's
that.
normal dad stuff.
this sits on my desk. This is a ginger house that me and her did with our very first Christmas to just me and her.
Aw.
And this is our we painted this. I asked her, I said, do you want a ginger house that you can eat, or do you want one that we can keep forever? And she's like, well, since this is our first Christmas without mommy and just me and you, I want one I can keep forever. So,
Aw.
Into a very sweet story.
well, you
He has a
asked.
habit of doing that.
Well, Hooper, you asked. If you don't want to know, don't ask the damn question, homie.
There's always a ceiling.
I've got a 31-year-old drawing of the Enterprise that my son did when he was 5, still on my refrigerator. It's been on every refrigerator wherever I've moved.
I'm greatly offended. What?
Oh,
Passionate out. I don't even know you. Why? Why are we doing this?
Somebody needs. Hey, Russell, find the picture of Hooper in his gold outfit,
uh-oh.
and his gold hat, and let's
Yep.
show it. So I can.
Oh,
show
yeah,
Natalie-
that
so I
needs to
can-
be shown to everybody.
So I can show Natalie who's going to pimp slap her boyfriend in all gold.
And Natalie, don't ever give up doing your painting.
Thank you.
Yes, keep your
Yeah, once you
painting.
go get some of your stuff, you can show.
I have.
Oh, that's right, you have.
Yeah.
I just don't have any canvases right now, and Hobby Lobby's not open.
Yeah, we have no canvases, and every place that has canvases are not open. So I can
I
tell.
wish I'd known that when I was home. I have 5 canvases that I'm using.
Wait,
That I would have easily driven up to Paducah for you. Steve.
Yeah,
why did you take the picture?
What are you talking about?
Wait, why does this what?
Well, it's not like we're showing your mugshot. At least
I still want to see Hooper's mugshot. I think that would be.
It's a wanted. It's wanted.
No, I'm not going to show us. I harassed them enough about it because it was just being best friends from school. It was just kind of shocked to see him there, but it wasn't his fault, and I'm not going to embarrass him by showing his mugshot.
Now I know who he is. Go to the hardware store, get canvas and sticks. Okay.
Well, hey, not only, and I love it because I'll tell you what, this guy here will do anything to put a smile on his kid's face. But
Ranch Dorito dipped in nacho cheese.
say that louder. I don't think that heard you.
He looks like a Cool Ranch Dorito dipped in nacho cheese.
But he looks Amish.
I think you're giving him too much credit with Cool Ranch.
But he's an Amish pimp in a gold outfit. I mean, come on now, look at that.
I use acrylics and watercolors. I'm not good enough for oils yet.
Oh shit!
Dang straight I am. For
Ouch!
What? Oh my!
Oh.
Hey, this is the same guy that dressed up as Princess Leia.
You talk a lot of crap for being dressed up as Princess Leia. Just saying. I'm glad you heard me. It was directed towards you.
Hey, why is your daughter talking shit? You're gonna have a mugshot one day.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
Person for burning your house down.
Hey, it's tradition. Every permly has had at least one mugshot.
At least
Some might
one.
argue that's not necessarily a tradition you want to uphold.
I was about to say that's not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah.
But I have mugshots myself, so
At least he's better looking than you.
Hey, Hooper, if you're really, really smart, you could probably find Alex's mugshot online.
That's fucked up.
Ouch.
Natalie.
Everybody
Language.
Ouch.
who cares? I'm open too if they can find it.
I one time did a search on my name, Jeff Higdon, and it came up with a mugshot of some guy in northern Mississippi with the name Jeff Higdon. I didn't know there was any other Jeff Higdons out there. It's a popular name.
Have you heard about the Florida game where you Google your name, Florida, and see what kind of crazy story comes up?
No.
Natalie Hebert, Florida.
I better have burned down the store and robbed it. This better be good.
Or like
I'm 37.
Well, it explains a lot of things.
Oh, Steve, read what Hooper just wrote.
Why is he following his ex?
Because
Who?
the only ex of his that he's actually following is Megan, because nothing ever happened. All the other fishy freaking hoes he does not follow because they stank.
Dang.
So how about those Giants?
How about those Dallas Cowboys?
What? Shut up,
Kimberly, help us. Be the adult in the room.
Wow. Wow. I think I just. Oh, that hurt.
Okay, children.
Yes, Father.
Yes.
Father
Yes,
Jeff.
sir.
Yes, Admiral.
So Jeff, we can email you those articles, and can it be anything like a story or a poem or a artwork or all that kind of stuff? Or
Yes, it can be pictures.
I literally have his
We
Instagram.
don't want the X-rated kind, of course.
Which one? Which one? I'll go look.
Yes.
I have
Okay.
his Instagram on my
So
phone,
if you want to make donations, it's not a requirement. We're not saying we want your money, except for what you pay for membership dues. If you want one, that is the Fleet PayPal address. It is epayments@sfi.org. Just put in the notes that this is a donation to the organization.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah. You can. In fact, we are looking for a cartoonist. I'm gonna have to double check that, but we are looking for someone who can do the cartoons. We used to have excellent cartoonists on staff, and he started this cartoon series and never finished it. So
Boo this woman. Who are we supposed to be booing, Russell?
I think Elizabeth about the Dallas Cowboys comment.
Well, they should disband because they suck.
They do.
Exactly.
I'm a New England Patriots fan.
Here now. They may suck, but they're still my team, so they're going to stay in.
I can't say anything because we don't have a football team anymore. Chargers moved to LA, and oh well.
Packers.
I'm a Chicago Bear fan.
I mean, I'm
And that's
unfortunately
enough.
old
That's
enough
enough. Pardon?
to remember Dallas when they actually won and were popular.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
saying, wasn't that back in the 1800s?
You can be removed and replaced, you know that.
Bet. Who's the next fucker in line?
Kim.
James Herring would be the next one in line. Get ready.
Where is he?
He doesn't believe in new technology, and I can't get him on.
Oh,
Doesn't he supervise comms and all the electronic stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
he's
Jeff,
anti-technology.
Does the VCS oversee you, or do I oversee you?
Jeff,
You oversee me, but I report to the VCS only for the CSR. You're the one I call boss.
exactly.
Boss
Yeah,
man.
boss.
Hey, Natalie, what's
What?
the nicknames you've given me?
I got one. Boss Hog.
No. He doesn't have a bar. with decent looking waitresses, and I don't see no double in the food.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Something happened.
Yep.
Yep. Meanwhile, in the
So, so
Oh,
what's
hey,
happening?
Huh?
What's happening on the Yorktown, Kimberly?
Yeah.
Well, we're having our monthly meeting on Saturday, and then next Tuesday I'm hosting Trek Trivia Original Series. It's for Region 1, but anybody can show up.
I may join.
Okay, I'll send you the link. It's going to be on Zoom, so you know it'll shut down after 40 minutes. Yep.
I'll
Original
tell you,
series.
Zoom has not been strict with that time limit
I
because
hope.
Cocoan has been doing some pretty
Hi,
lengthy
Russell.
ones.
Yeah, they have. The Cullen, I believe they've done one where Frank's been picking out of a hat.
Ooh.
One show like classic sci-fi, and they just did the Outer Limits. Basically, everybody in Q Forward watches it, and then they call doing their homework, and then kind of reviews it, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we watched the show. I didn't give our reviews necessarily extreme close up. Then we do reviews on it, and that's the Wednesday show, and it runs for 2 or 3 hours without an interruption or
Yeah.
Maybe we
problem
can do
from
that.
Zoom.
Except when I'm there and I drop out of chat like every 5 minutes because my phone tries to melt.
I did one last month, and we did Next Generation, but it was multiple choice. But this original series I have, it's not multiple choice, so it'll be a little harder. It's from a game I have, an ancient game. Let's see. Whoa! Ow!
Are you okay?
You okay, Kim? Oh.
Who is
David,
doing
what
that?
did you do? Did you drop something so she could
My
grab it?
earbuds aren't as long as I thought they were, so I got hung up. This is one of my games. Let's see. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, I've got that one.
Oh, wow.
I've got that one and the
That
Next
one's almost as
Generation
old as
one.
I am.
Give me a sec. Ugh.
Well, I'm older than this, but we got a bunch of Trek games. We got Next Generation Chess, Next Generation a VCR game.
If I keep moving, you can't hit me.
Are we doing close-ups?
We're doing something.
Look,
He's
it's
doing sort of a
Jaws.
roulette.
I think this Steve is doing this.
Is there a trivial? There must be a Trivial Pursuit for.
There's two
Next
different
Gen.
ones. There's an original series one, and then there's the 25th anniversary one. I have both of them. I also have this one. This is one game.
Wow.
See, I don't have anything
Wow,
like that.
that looks good.
This game is excellent, but yeah, it's pretty pricey. I think it's like $200, something like that, or more worth a game
For the whole group.
Is it a strategy game or what is it?
It's a 4D strategy. You control one of the empires, and you're basically trying to explore and collect resources, build your ships, attack your enemies. But yeah, like the base game is $100.
Wow.
The expansions I think are 30 each, or something like that, 30 or 40.
Interesting.
The thing that always bugged me, and maybe I just don't know about it, is there a good Star Trek role-playing game like D&D or other things?
There's two.
Are there?
There's
Yeah.
two. There's some people swear by the FASA game. I can't stand it. The mechanics make no sense. In my personal opinion, the one that Decipher came out with in the early 2000s was the best. The one that Modiflus came out with recently in the past couple of years is also very good. It's very it's unique in how its mechanics work. It's not like D&D. Like Decipher's was a coda system, which is a D6 system.
Right.
So it was very simple. It was easy for people to pick up quickly. This one's a D20 based, and it's a multiple. So like most of your rolls, you're rolling like 2 to 6 D20s, and then applying a result. So it's not like your normal D20 game like D&D, but they definitely have some there's some good games out there. I've also seen some OGL adaptations for Star Trek, just using the old what is it? I think it was 3.5 D&D rules. But that's all fan made. But as far as official, probably Modiphilis is probably the best one.
Modiphilis? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cooper is dead on right. Artemis is an amazing game. Bloody amazing. And it might as well just say Star Trek on it, but it doesn't.
Is that the computer one, or is that?
Yeah.
That's the 5-station plus captain, big projection screen, 5 individual little screens, everybody working together, top-down combat simulator. And in the term simulator, I mean there's an engineer, there's a navigator, there's a communications, there's a weapons.
Wow.
Individual people.
They
Artemis
took
is great.
Yeah, Artemis is what Bridge Crew should have been. Is really what it comes down to.
It's the Artemis is a free to download. You do have to network computers. Blackstone is trying to figure out how to do it over the net so that we can play during lockdown period.
Use a VPN. Set one. Whoever has the best connection with an upload that isn't jacked or capped. Have them run a VPN, and then everybody connects to his network directly through a VPN tunnel, and then it just looks like it's on his network or hers network. That's probably going to be your easiest way.
But it's a great game to play. Our meetings are through a arcade. It's a Xbox, PlayStation, computer gaming arcade, and we play there occasionally, which is great. But yeah, it's the best non-Star Trek game out there.
I actually wonder if somebody reskinned that game for Star Trek on the down low somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure somebody got in and revamped the 3D models and changed out the interfaces to an LCARS or something like that.
Yeah, that game is amazing.
It's interesting that I'll say the other world universe, Star Wars role playing game. The LucasArts had such a tight grip on it, and with Star Trek, it just seems like it wasn't something that folks were too into, I guess, at the time.
I've got the Star Trek Seen It. I love it.
We've also had a customizable card game that I thought was interesting, but I was not a part of a network where I could play it, so I never got deep into it. But I'd like the idea of a customizable card game.
I think I've got a couple of decks of that over there.
I mean, I've got 200 or 300 cards never organized because I never got a chance to use them.
Well, when things open up, I'll have to make my way to the local comic book store, game store, see what's available.
I was at one just before the door slammed shut, and there was nothing. There was a few Star Wars titles, but nothing for us. And I think it's the same problem we got with everything else, rights issues.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to the used bookstores, you can find some of the role-playing games, some of the old FATSA modules, and some of the old Tech Mans. Ouch.
Sorry.
But I haven't seen anything new in quite a while since there was a console game for 360 Encounters. Ooh, that's a look.
I just want to know, Steve, are you taking that medication that's behind you, or has it just been sitting there during the whole time?
No,
He's taking it.
I take it. I've got it on my table.
Take it now.
No, that's not the one I take tonight.
Which one do you take tonight?
That's my anti-daughter medication. I can't take that.
I was going to tell you all, if anybody has this game, it's for a VCR. Somebody uploaded the video onto YouTube, and I burn it, so now I can still play it because I haven't had a VCR in, 20 years.
Well, you can go to Walmart and get a VCR for like $14.99 now, right?
They don't sell them
I'm
anymore.
sure that-
They've actually quit selling them.
Yeah.
I'm sure that
Still the
tape.
DVD VCR combo still though.
No,
bet-
nope. Those were out 2 years ago.
I would say
I
that
work for
tape won't
Walmart.
even play now.
Really?
Yep. You
I
can get
have
them,
a
and you
DVD
can get them in the online store through third-party dealers, but they don't put them on the shelves anymore.
Huh.
So it's pawn shops and five-finger discounts if you want a VCR now.
So we're all getting old, is what he's saying. We're all.
I'm not saying anything, but I'm not refuting what you're saying either, Steve.
Who remembers beta machines?
I remember 8 mil machines.
The world would have been better if we'd stuck with beta.
Amen.
I remember our first VCR had a remote with the wire attached.
Mm-hmm.
Our first one was a top load that didn't even have a remote. You had to get up and push the buttons.
Cam,
Of course, if you were under any age, you were the remote control. So it was tap on the back of the head with a newspaper and go push a button.
Go ahead, Steve. Spit it out.
oh, Fiona just told me to tell you she liked your Star Trek games.
Oh, well, Fiona, if your daddy will ever bring you here, we'll play. I've got one just for your age group.
I played.
Oh, for Steve
Hi,
too.
Fiona. I know, but this was my little boy's when he was about your age.
I had that game when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
You having issues?
Yes.
Yes.
Cheers.
Hey, stop cussing each other in the hallway.
What are they cussing about now?
I don't know. I just heard my son say something about F you, F this, and F.
Wow.
F Call of Duty.
Two mouthwash.
I'll tell you
Soap.
what,
Ivory soap.
Jason, I'll tell you what, if you're big enough, I'll give you my 401k if you think you can hold down my teenagers and put soap in their mouth. Now, just keep in mind, you're going to need a wheelchair afterwards.
I've
Put
got
the
military
jar out.
personnel training. I think I can handle it.
I tried and ended up with a bloody tongue.
What?
Put a swear
Jeff-
jar out.
Jeff, were you trying to say something?
What were you saying?
They said something, and Natalie didn't know that I was getting ready to smack her back in the stomach for it, like just to play around. And she smacked me on the top of my head. I bite my tongue so that way it doesn't hurt that much, and then I got a bloody tongue.
Ooh.
Steve, your family. That's all I'm going to say.
It's
Your
because
family.
they're Thornleys.
It's a,
Is
it's
that
a family
something
about
to be proud
So,
of?
when you vote for the commander of Starfleet, you vote for
The
it,
first family.
first family. I don't have a first lady, so yeah.
Well, I bet one of the girls in your house might have something to say about that.
Yeah. See, look right here.
yeah, her name
Yeah.
is Fiona.
Hey, this is like one of the demonic kids from Children of the Corn.
Fiona, wouldn't you like to see your dad have a nice lady that could be his friend and keep him company sometimes when he needs to talk grown-up talk?
And distract him from picking on you?
And take you shopping and go get
Bite, bite, bite. You little fucker. You bit me, didn't you?
Ouch.
Bit me. Stop.
and you could go get manicures and pedicures together and
Get your hair done. And
go to lunch.
I love you.
Yeah, love me less.
Too bad. You're stuck with me until I die. And then when you die, I'm still going to be stuck with you.
No, you'll be taking care of your daddy when he's old,
Mhm.
like I'm having to do
Yeah,
mine.
Me and my friends
you
are
get to
already
pick his nursing home.
No.
You can
Me and
always,
my friends have
you
already.
can always put him on an ice floe and send him out to sea.
Me and my friends
I second
Good
that
night,
motion.
Tiffany. Good night.
Good night, Tiffany.
And I
Good
did.
night.
I second that motion.
Okay,
Or
so
we're gonna do a
Wow.
Viking funeral and set him to sea and then set him on fire.
see, me and my friends, we've decided that we're going to take all of our parents. We're going to just fly over to Hawaii and we're going to live there with all of our parents in a big old mansion.
No,
Why
you don't
not?
live in Hawaii.
Let me tell you,
No.
Hawaii is better than Kentucky's weather because Kentucky one day could be 99 degrees and on Tuesday it's snowing.
And plus,
Yeah, and
Sounds
for
like East
48 weeks of the
Tennessee.
year, Hawaii is exactly the same.
technically,
Right.
Hawaii will get rid of the coronavirus because of the heat.
No, not technically. Listen here. Dr. Fiona, you listen to your mom too much. That's going to get you in trouble. Stop. Okay, my God. Stop.
I bite.
All right, everybody. We were joined tonight by Commander Whitehorse, USS Commonwealth. Now that he did misspell it. Wow. I'm going to tell your CO right now.
Go ahead. He's watching.
Kimberly Donahue. Oh, my God. Kim from the USS Yorktown.
Kimberly.
David Sorey, USS Wessex. And David Worthy, USS Blackstone. And, of course,
Russell.
Sorry, Russell, you just got deleted.
So as always, everybody, I appreciate everybody coming on and being a part of this. It's whenever it's supposed to be fun and just a good old time. It's about get on here and being good. So Fiona's going to do it with me. So as I've always, live long and prosper.